The next step is one that a lot of people overlook, and I think makes a huge difference, and that is to polish the pin heads here, and the washers, of course. I think that little attention to detail makes a huge difference. So I just get a little bit of metal polish, and then I shine each one of the pin heads. And finally, I'll give the blade one last wipe down with a little bit of metal polish. You can see the razor now finished in all its glory. And the last step is to hone this razor. You can see that these scales are perfectly centered. The blade is nice and tight, stays up by itself. You also notice that the blade just clears the scales when you fully open it. And it really feels great in the hand. Now you see that this blade is really a near wedge, and we also have these chips on the blade that we still have to take care of. So what I'm going to do is, there's actually two ways we could approach this. We could either put several layers of tape on the spine and then just begin honing, and eventually we would get through those chips. Or we could do an alternate way, which is using sandpaper, which I sometimes do, and I sometimes prefer, actually. To remove a majority of the metal on this razor and remove these chips, I'm actually going to use a sheet of 320 grit sandpaper. And what I'm going to be doing is some strokes along the sandpaper at about 45-degree angles, and I'm just going to be removing a decent amount of metal. So we now have a very dull bread knife razor, and these chips are just about gone. Again, this was just to remove the majority of the metal, and I'll take it to the hones now and start honing this one. Because this is a near wedge, I'm actually going to be using two pieces of electrical tape, one on top of the other along the spine, all taped up and ready to go. I'm using 2 layers here. Now, I never really intended to make a honing video because there's plenty of those out there already. I don't have quite as much experience as some guys do, but I can usually put a good edge on a razor. So